Sorry, dear brothers and sisters, we are live back again now. We are sorry for that very break there in transmission. I hope now I am coming loud and clear. I don't know, but I'd like to test it again to see if I am coming out clear. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I'm here online.
Loud and clear, I don't know.
Okay.
But I'd like to test it again to see if I am coming up.
It's coming. Okay. Sorry, brothers and sisters, for that very little break in transmission there. We are back now and we are live. BVI International Europe, where we discuss our affairs about the bringing back and successful welcoming back our land, Biafra. Now we are receiving the call again. Let's see if we'll take it this time. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. This is BVI International Europe. We are live and we are online now. We just started the show before you called.
Okay, I called earlier on, but
yeah, the line went bad, everything went off, so I was surprised about it, but now I'm happy we are back again live online. I hope you can hear me from your device.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, then good. Then we can carry on with the program for tonight. Tonight is all about what we discuss every day, how we are going to come about realizing our nation, Biafra. What are we going to do, or what are we going to, how are we going to look for it? What exactly is our mission, and how we are going to tackle all aspects of what is going on around us, what we understand and how we want to follow it, and what we think we can do to be able to actualize Biafra. That is the end point of our mission. Every day, every night, we are here to find a way out. If you have anything to contribute that will help, or any advice whatsoever, you are free. You introduce yourself, and for the benefit of the people, then you can carry on to make your address.
Yeah, my name is Stephen Chukunebuneze. I'm calling from London to participate in the program. The topic you are talking about is a very interesting one. The problem we have is reasoning properly. When people do business, they always think the best way they will do the business and become profitable. But when it comes to communal issue, it becomes a big problem to our people. That's why our people say that it means that anything that is owned communally usually suffers, because people always argue about who is going to bear the cat until things spoil. In terms of the actualization of the Biafra, getting what we want, that we have gone that way before, and we have to count count our teeth with our tongue. So what it means is that we have to look at what we have gone wrong so far and what we are not doing right, and try to get it right. So that is the situation. We have to get things right. If we don't get it right, then we are heading nowhere. Presently, we are kind of scattered everywhere. People pursuing things going in different directions, but it's harmonizing. I'm very happy that things are harmonizing, and we will get there.
Like the other day,
moment now, all the pro-Biafran groups are coming together, except some few hot-headed ones that don't want to work with others. And we think they can get it alone. are wasting their time, because this is when you are doing something that pertains to the community. It's not something you do alone. It will not work. You have to take everybody on board, or majority, and you have to do it from home. You don't do it. So if you are not
there is something we were discussing the other day about with that's the Mazi Okafor. You know, he's a psychologist, and he has his own way of seeing things, which also I like to look at that very aspect of it. You know, we were discussing the other day. You come to a point when we talk about how, because it might be one of the problems we are having now too, is coming from how this very question now, the way our people, how do you find the attitudes that we are going to, because now it's, I don't know if you agree, it can be a question, because I see when you ask, let me come from Igbo man, I don't want to go into the whole wide Biafra because I don't know the attitude of a Joe or something, but I see when we talk, like we are trying to be able to get a situation where we get the best of character inside the Biafra when it comes. When an Igbo man now, I know when we sit together and talk about with other tribes about ourselves, we prove to these people that we know much. But when we sit to talk about ourselves within ourselves, then you see that we accept the fact that there is a lot of bad behavior among us. So, and I don't know if you understand what I mean. The kind of attitude we possess that makes this kind of situation, circumstance we are facing now too, on the ground. You know, there's a situation now, a very bad atmosphere. This atmosphere is caused out of this our character right from time. And this very character, I think it is, if it is generally, if you want to generalize things, you generalize it depending on the, maybe I say the ratio or how many people or the poll numbers. If you think about our percentage, our majority of our people believes in them, in discussions, in reality, or in their real time, that we have very bad behaviors, which is also that same behavior that is bringing about this kind of atmosphere now we are into. What do you think about how we should be able to educate ourselves, bring back a kind of love among ourselves, forget about greed, envy, jealousy, and most of all to being over pompous, trying to praise, to say we are everything, undermining other people. I know I will come to a point to say some other things about this, but I want you to have your own take about how do you see this character. It's about what is happening now, and if we leave it, we still take it into. It's not about getting Biafra. It's about how are we going to live in that Biafra when we have it.
Well, we are the kind of society we have. We are ultra-democratic Republicans. That's why I would describe our people. We don't believe in believing or adhering to one single authority, whereby people are not consulted and we impose things on them. It has always been our culture from time immemorial. So the thing is that people are often consulted in the issues. People that matters are usually consulted. Not every single person. There's some people, because for you to get to a level where you will be appreciated in our society, you have to prove yourself. So when the elders gather, there are people that have proven themselves, and there are people of wisdom. And they decide on what's going to happen, and they tell the people this is what the elders have decided, and they enforce it. because then we don't have army, we don't have a standing army, we don't have police. Everybody's in the army, everybody's in the police. So he found that we have the people we call Indiku. If you step out of line, they will sanction you. And whatever they decide, in fact, when they gather on, they descend on you. No, some people will run out of the town or the village. They will not stay after they finish dealing with them. So they enforce the law rigorously. They don't mess around. No matter who talks is God, they don't care. As long as you step out of line. But since we had the colonial days, they brought in foreigners to begin to enforce the law and try to undermine our own local system. That's what made our people to become very brazen. You know, now they feel that, well, I can do anything and get out with it. After all, I'll go and bring in some Godo people from anywhere. And
but the law now you are talking about that we are getting away with is a law where in a country like Nigeria, not in a country, you see that the law here keeps everything in peace. Where you are living,
no,
where I'm living.
Answering your question where you said how the Igbo man is behaving now.
Okay.
An Igbo man doesn't behave like that before. Believe you me. An Igbo man is a law-abiding citizen. He is trained to be law-abiding right from childhood. I remember when I was growing up, you get to a certain age, you will be given a portion in the village square to be sweeping, and you must sweep it before the sun sets. If you don't sweep it and the sun sets on you, and the people who go to examine whether your portion is swept goes around and find that you have not swept your portion, what they will do is they mark it down. The day they hold a meeting, they will say that so day you did not sweep your portion, and they'll line up 2 lines and you have to run past, and they will give you a beating of your life. All of them armed with long canes. As you pass them, they give you a slap. In fact, before you run past 50 children, nobody will, the next time you will, or if you're a troublemaker and you fight your parents all the time, they will set them up on you. And after you have fought with 10 of the children, next time you will not fight again. So we have our own system, and it works for them, and they bring up children that are very, very law-abiding. And in the society, if you commit insana, or if you do anything that contravenes the law, there are certain laws you break that you have to run away before even they come. No matter who you are, if you break a law, like you murder someone, even if you are accidentally, you have to get away for 7 days. If it's proper murder, then that one, if they get you, you're going in for it. Because, and if you steal certain things, like if you steal yam, you know the kind of humiliation you get. So people avoid all those things, and because of that, it's a law-abiding society, very, very law-abiding. But our problem started when the white man came and bypassed the people who rule the society and trained their own people. Those people who they trained in school, they came out and they don't obey the laws of the land.
But the white men, Stephen, the white men are law-abiding citizens. That's what I'm saying. You say the problem started when they came.
Yeah, the problem started when they came.
But they are law-abiding citizens.
They are, yes, because they are not ruling their own people. When I came to Britain here, I discovered that they have a communal police force. Do we have a communal police force? No. Our police force were primed to subjugate their own people, to suppress their own people for the colonial masters. That's what the police we inherited. Don't you know? We inherited a draconian police force primed to suppress their own people. So that is the type of policeman. Here in UK, the police we have, you see them, they live in the vicinity. They know the whole streets. And they know all the criminals. Because they live in the, but then they bring somebody from Sokoto and take him to Aba and make him a police inspector. And he doesn't know the people, he doesn't know the language. And yet he wants to be a policeman then. How can he enforce the law properly? How can he doesn't know nothing. Yeah, they put him there. Because that's how the white man started it. And put it on us. You bring an Hausa man and you go and make him, put him at a Akwibo. He doesn't understand the language. He doesn't know the custom. He knows nothing. And they put him there. Is it not because of the colonialists?
Then what is going to be our solution?
The solution is
because now you see
the British did not structure our police and army the way they structure their own.
But what I'm talking about here is you now see that the system has lived in us for years and decades, and according to what you're saying, from the time up to now, the damage it has done to the mentality and to the way we think and the way we interact with others, with ourselves, even with our own Biafran brothers and sisters. You see how deep the wickedness flows sometimes when we really want to show that side of our lives.
Yeah, you know, you grew up at home. Do you notice if you are doing something on the road and you see an elder that you know, do you notice how you will behave?
If I'm doing something right or wrong?
If you're doing something wrong and you see an elder from your village,
yes.
How will you feel? How will you? What will be your reaction?
Yeah, you'll be a little bit baffled, you know. You react strangely too, to hide up and to...
Exactly.
Yeah.
But not, you see, but now the children are very brazen. That particular culture that makes every child have respect for their elders and not to be seen to misbehave in front of elders have gone. Now the child don't care what an elder thinks.
You don't think that is age?
You see, it's a new system that has been brought
according
up
to
by
age.
Colonial
yeah, because the time is moving. We don't have to, you know, every time is moving. You don't expect us to...
No. We got our independence. We cannot blame anybody anymore. It's because
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. We have to move with the trade of events we live with on Earth. Or are we going to remain in the 60s?
No, well, you see, the problem we have is that we are kind of bunched up with other ethnic nationalities. And they are not allowing restructuring because it doesn't suit them. The Northerners want to continue to rule the Southerners. So they want to replace the colonialists and become the new colonial master. That's why a Northerner from Sokoto will be owing 80% of the oil block in the Niger Delta. And while somebody from Niger Delta have nothing. So it's the same system they inherited, the same system the white men came with. That's why they don't want restructuring. They don't want a communal police system. They don't want an army that is primed to defend their own people. They want an army that is so mixed up that they are suspicious of each other. You see, you have an army where you have a Godo man, you have a Yoruba man, you have all these people, they don't speak different languages, and they're suspicious of each other. And yet they're supposed to be in charge of security. And they fear each other. So it is not. If in this country, the British didn't do that here. You know, if you look at the army is structured differently. You look at the Gurkhas, they come from the same area. You look at the Scottish Highlanders. If you look at the military formations, they reflect the areas where they recruited. They are the same people, the same culture, the same mentality. And if you see the Scottish, you see them, they wear the tartans, wear the march. Then you come to London, then you will see the Welsh Guard. And they wear their own, they have their own history. Then you go to Ireland, you see the same. So they have this, and yet the same. They are different formations, but they all work for the same army. But in Nigeria, they still know because they mix all these. Even they used to have Ghanaians in the old West African frontier force. All these places, they mix them all up, and they bring them to Nigeria. And wherever you oppose them, they send them there. Kill everybody. That is their motto. So because they are not from that area, whatever they tell them, they do. So you see, we have a lot to change, and since we got independence, we we have not changed it. If you look at the word Aba or Enugu, the way it's pronounced, or Were, and all this, they gave it, even Anambra, and all the names they gave are totally wrong names. Enugu, if you see the way it's pronounced, instead of saying they pronounce Enugu instead of Enugu. And even where they call Enugu, it's not even Enugu, it's a lowland. You see, how can you call a lowland area Enugu? Simply because they mistook it for making here. So, and they started writing it on their documents. And we got independence and refused to change it. So we cannot continue to blame these colonialists.
Yes.
We have to blame ourselves because we have changed nothing. Even in our mentality, in our legal system. Look at in America, the Americans changed in the legal system. If you see, do they wear wig? Because some areas are very hot. In Nigeria, a man, the hotness of the sun bakes someone's head, and now you go and wear wig on top of it, and you come to court wearing this heavy gown that is killing you, and you're feeling so hot, and you're wearing it because they saw the Europeans wearing that, and they decided that instead of changing it and adapting our own system, we continue to behave like people who don't reason. Whatever a white man tells you to do, you must do that thing. You don't have a sense of your own. That is our problem. That's why when we have this Supreme Council of Elders and indigenous people of Biafra, I become very happy. Because we are going back to the root. So that at least when we adapt it properly, at least we begin to rule ourselves the way we have always known, the way we are very comfortable with. Once we get the right people on the right position, then that's it. So, my brother, the areas we are having problems and why our people are reasoning the way they are doing is because of all these things I'm pointing out to you. It is traced back to these colonial masters and our own people inability to change after we got independence. They refused to change. They still adapted. In fact, when the white men left, they took over the same seat the white men stayed on and began to behave like them. They changed nothing that is not good. You see, when you come here, you notice that the way they are ruling our people is not the way they rule themselves. You know, they don't rule themselves that way. But when they came, because they are not ruling their own people. So they were using iron hand. And when they left us with this kind of police force and army that is so draconian that they don't have mercy for anybody. They can kill you without blinking an eyelid. Because they are the way what they inherited from the colonial masters who trained them to behave that way. Because once they tell you to kill, you kill. You don't even care whether it's your mom or your dad. You kill them.
Steve.
Because the white man have ordered you, and
I tried to tell this, and I don't know
they continue to behave like that, not knowing that the white men don't behave like that in their own country.
I don't think this thing is live on air. I don't hear I tried to. You have your machine there. Can
No,
you?
I'm not there. Let me just switch back on. I was just only talking on Sky. I was normally monitor what's happening on the. But let me.
I tried to see it now. I see that there's another one I put on. The volume is not coming on. I don't know why this thing.
That's what I was telling you about this your station. When somebody calls your station, it's very. Sometimes the caller is even louder than you.
Wow.
They can hardly hear you because I think your microphone is not close to your mouth or something.
But now it's not. I don't think anything is coming out because. I cannot. Yeah, somebody is calling here, and I think it's because of that. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Nabike. How are you?
Yeah, I'm hearing everything. It's live, okay?
It's live, eh?
Yeah. It's very loud. It's okay.
But Then what is wrong with this? My machine is having a problem then. Yeah.
It's like every day I think I hear them right now.
Okay then. Steven, everything is in order. The whole thing is in order. We can go on now. The
Okay,
program is
at
in
least
order.
people are hearing what we are saying.
Yes.
What I'm trying to explain to you is the root cause of our problem. The root cause of our problem is that they try to change the way we have ruled ourselves, that made our society very stable.
Yes.
In fact, when they came, our society, if you come to a village, it's so clean, unbelievable. Because when you wake up in the morning, the first thing the women, they will sweep everywhere. They will sweep the society is very clean. You know, even though they live whatever way, they will have very hard-working people, well organized, and they make sure that all these rubbish things they're doing now doesn't exist, including polygamy, and they have these thing that's happening now, where you have prostitution and things like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist, because what happens is that they pay off. They make sure that all the women in society is paid off. So if you're a girl, you have to attach yourself to someone, so that when you come to a village, you don't see a lot of women that are not married. They call it polygamy, but actually it has a societal kind of it makes the society kind of stable, because when then there used to be a lot of intertribal war. They used to use a lot of men in war, and then you come to a society where you have at least women outnumber men 7-1.
Even in this very time where we have most of our children to here born abroad, you know, because we are one of the most traveled people in the world because of our situation. So we have children all over, and these children, do you think they are going to adapt to a culture that is going to that has a very big difference with what when they come over here, because normally they will be living, the time is growing, that the world is becoming so small that so many people can travel as much as they can with time now coming. In the next 50 years, they can be going to Africa on a monthly basis. So, do you think the condition that we want to create there will enable them have that love to be able to say, let them make that journey and bring whatever they have with them, their knowledge, their wisdom, to be able to do something there? Or you think that the people, the atmosphere we want to create now will give them the chance to be able to be allowed to create that kind of environment that will suit them too?
Yeah, what it is that our society is a very adaptive society. We tend to adapt very quickly, and we also embrace new technology. A lot of things, including fruits, were not indigenous of Biafra land, including, and some of them don't have Biafran names or Igbo names. There's one time I saw someone. I asked him, "What's I showed him this. I said, this tree here, what is it called?" He said it's a mango. He said it's a mango. And I said, "What is the Igbo name for it?" He looked up and down and looked again, and he thought for a while. I said, "I don't know." Then I looked at another one. I said, "What is that one?" He said, "It's cashew." I said, "What is the Igbo name for cashew?" He looked again and said, "I don't know." Then I laughed. I said, "Well, there's a lot of things that are not indigenous to Biafra land. They came in there, and some of them don't bear Igbo name. Even cassava actually came into Biafra land.
Cassava.
Yeah, but it wasn't indigenous of that area. It came.
Yeah.
Even oka, maize,
yeah,
came into Biafra land. You know, it's our people, our own people. You know, it came via Igala, and our people call it the ajizi. Ajizi means grain. Ajizi Igala. That's why our ancestors used to call it, because that's the grain that came from Igala.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how what they they call it. And then they give it local name. But most of these things came in. And if you remember, our people are very crafty and very adaptive. Remember, we have very good and crafty blacksmiths. They make guns. Especially people from Oka and Nkwere and all this. They are very, very good in forging things.
Yes.
I'm telling you, they can make anything out of iron. They make guns and all that. Before the white men came, our blacksmiths were churning out guns like in thousands.
Before the white men came, we had guns.
Yeah.
Why did we not shoot them? They came with guns. We don't have no guns.
Yeah.
Why
Listen,
we don't wage
you
war?
are making guns, I'm telling you. Do you know, if you read things fall apart, you notice that Okonkwo of Umuofia had a gun. And it was one of Okonkwo's guns that killed the son of Uwejezud, that made Okonkwo run away 7 years away to live in his mother's place for 7 years.
Why didn't we fight those people then? Declare war.
No. You see what? That is, try to understand. You see, Achebe tried to explain to us how we got sucked in. You see, he said that we were amused by their foolishness and allowed them to stay. There's a man called Obierika, and that is things fall apart. Obierika was Okonkwo's friend, a very close friend of Okonkwo. But then Achebe used him to say something. He said that the white men came and we were amused by their foolishness and allowed them to stay. They have put a knife on the things that hold us together and were falling apart. Now, you see, when they came as a church. They came with first of all, the people who came were priests. They didn't come with a gun. And the priests were spreading this gospel. I asked people to give them land to build churches. But what they don't know that behind these churches, they were men with guns. So it's only when you molest the church. You know, when Okonkwo killed one of when they unmasked an Ebugu of Umuofia and they went and destroyed the church. It's only when they destroyed that church that they realized there's a government which they don't know exists. Now, it was then that they sent the people, the court messengers, they call the Kotome in our language.
Yeah, Kotome.
That was when they handcuffed Okonkwo and shaved their head of all the men, they said, the nine men that represent each village in Umuofia. They shaved them and handcuffed them and humiliated them. Now remember, when Okonkwo, after they released them and they paid a lot of, they were made to pay compensation for destroying the church. But the court of men, what they did was they asked for certain amount, and the court of men people tripled it. And you see, and that's how corruption started. They tripled it and only said one third of the money to the white men, and the 2/3 entered their pocket. So when they had a meeting to discuss about the humiliation of the elders, the court messengers came to stop the meeting. That's when Okonkwo beheaded one of them. And the other people allowed the other men to escape, which is unusual because if in an Igbo society, they wouldn't have allowed such a person such a thing to happen because it's an Igbo. Mm-hmm. If you're an enemy of the people, you're an enemy of the people, and they will not allow you to escape, especially when you come to challenge the authority. But Okonkwo realized that things have changed in his absence because this happened shortly after Okonkwo came back from exile. And Okonkwo decided to go and hang himself as the only, because he knew that they would definitely hang him. Okonkwo decided to take his own life. What I'm trying to explain to you is that our people were sucked in. You see, when they came, they didn't come with force. First of all, they came and they gradually got into our society, and then they got our people to be on their own side. So, and even a lot of people were interviewed, they said, well, how can we go and kill a white man? We will also kill our own people that are working with them. And that's where we will have committed insana, which means we will have shed the blood of our own kinsmen. We will not do it. So their hands were tied. You see, murder is a cardinal offense in Igbo land, in Biafra land.
For those
So
who,
to shed,
for those who really take that into consideration,
yeah,
a lot of
if you
us
shed
are.
the blood, even if it's innocent blood or whatever, no matter how you kill that person, you must do a serious atonement, serious one.
There are people killing people every day. This is,
All these things started. All these things started because of. I'm trying to tell you how it started. It wasn't like that before. If there's certain things that will happen in a town. Things will start going bad in the town, and they'll go and find out what is going on. They say, well, somebody killed somebody. That is why. If you go to a divine and alpha, he will tell you that something bad happened in the town. You must cleanse the land. Our place is very, very holy. I'm telling you. The very, very holy place.
Yeah, everybody. If me as a person, I take my own judgment from the end. I don't believe in assumption. I live by in reality. That's how I think. I see the whole conclusion of the Igbo man life today is not as holy as you say it is. So for me, there is something wrong and something needs to be done. So I don't want to say, because if we keep saying that, what about these people who are enjoying the best amenities in life today? They will tell you now that they are who? They are angels themselves coming directly from God. They never said it. It's time I want us to understand the fact that we have not been able to make it. It's not about what we feel in us. It's about what we show out. I know every Igbo man, I believe it because I feel it too. Every Igbo man feels something different. But the fact remains that we have not shown that difference among other races, among other people. Instead, the fact that we are only saying without showing it make people even hate us. You see the way, like I gave that example so many times. When I came, the last time I came to Europe here, when you stay among other people, other nationalities, and say you are an Igbo man, all of them, they sit back, they relax, they really want to hear what you want to say because they think that there is something. But these days, if you come out now, make in the same community of people and say you're an Igbo man and you want to say anything, they tell you, man, go and wait first. If you want to make any debate that goes anyhow, they want you to know that, man, this you forget about that your talk every time you people, no proof. Because there's nothing you are proving it to, not by the peace we have in the land, in Nigeria as a whole, or about wealth, we are the greatest in among the Africans or something like that, or in the way we live. In all aspects, I don't see the difference, but I feel the difference. That's what I'm trying to say here. No, I feel the Biafra man as having difference in him.
I can understand, but
not being able to
what
prove
the problem
it.
is.
Yes.
If you started by saying that they have respect for us, and suddenly they no longer have respect for us.
Yes.
Which means something happened. You ask yourself, what happened? Why did they now lose respect for people?
That's what I'm saying. For me, I think it's because we haven't been able to prove all that thing that they believed we had. They believed something was coming out. But all these years, there's nothing that shows them that these people are really different. You understand? Like we say, because...
Yeah, let me tell you. You know why when the British were in Nigeria, our people are very, very diplomatic. You know, they used to, when they send some delegates to these white men, they send delegates to them, and they will sit down and say, our people sent us to ask you this and this and this and this and that. The white man will say, okay, well, this is my answer, this. They will say, okay, give us some time. They will go outside. They will go and look at and kind of they will diplomatically go and look at that in what the man has just said. After that, they will say, well, what is the implication of what this man just said? After they've talked about it among themselves, they'll find loopholes. And they'll come back to the white man and say, well, you say this and that. This one we don't understand. So we are the only people in the whole of Africa or the whole of British colonial history that do that kind of thing.
What do you think? Okay, come to that, Stephen.
Without thinking about it.
Stephen, come to that.
Examining it.
Stephen, come to that. Do you think this very idea of yours, of all those kind of using over, has helped us? Listen to this. My own assessment. Listen.
I'm trying to tell you our custom.
Listen to my assessment.
It's not my idea. Don't tell me it's my idea. It's even in your own town. I don't tell me you don't know about it.
Yeah. Okay. If you say that, but I say,
no,
do you think it's helped?
You know about it. It's in your own, even in your own town. You grew up with it. You know. I'm telling you the truth. So
what I'm saying is, I accept what you're saying. I accept what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, do you think it's helping us or it's killing us? Because if you look to the fact that, listen, the colonial masters came.
What I'm trying to tell you that we have changed from the way we used to do things before. What it shows is that we are men of wisdom. We are people that don't accept things without examining it properly.
Okay, I want to come from the beginning.
So try to understand where I'm going.
Yeah, and I want you to listen.
That examine something before we accept it.
Yeah.
We are not easily hoodwinked. If you tell us something, we go and examine this thing and say, what is the implication of this thing? Before we then give you our answer. Even sometimes it takes days, weeks. And they will come back to you and say, well, we looked at it. This is our answer to it. They will not give you straightforward answer. That's what our people are. But now, not anymore. And you don't send somebody to a place and he go and represent himself. Now, you see, an Igbo man now, you send him to Abuja, you go and collect money and put in his pocket and send his own people. But before, you cannot do it. Before you get home, the news have got home that this man have sold the town, no. And they will tell you, your own owner will meet you at the boundary and tell you not to come home because they will kill you. And because of that, now because they have a foreign allegiance, the people that protect and enforce the law are not indigenous; they are foreigners. That is why things have changed so much and it has disoriented our people. It's something that we need to sit down properly and examine properly.
Sometimes I used to sit down and think, I say, the white men came to Nigeria, right? And when they came, they did not know the Hausa man, they did not know the Yoruba man, they did not know the Igbo man, they just came. They met all these people at one time or at a particular time going around. And they discovered that we have all it takes to be a nation, or that we even have the resources on our own area. Why did they bargain? How did our people did the bargain that they didn't get that strength of having the resources and having the support of the white men? How did the people we call the foolish men become the people who signed the best contract that we are crying for up to today? If I'm just taking it from a side of wisdom.
How they did it is that they bypassed the elite, the people that rule the society, and created a new ruling class.
Which people did that?
The British did that.
Let me tell
you something. For you to understand what I'm trying to say, you need to know Igbo custom very, very well.
Yeah.
You see, for you to become an Nze or Ozo, you must have taken titles and you must have sworn to keep certain law. The 10 Commandments is more than what these people keep. These people are so, in fact, they give them 7 incisions in their tongue. They will, if they lie, they think they will assume that they will die if they lie. You see, these are the people who sit in judgment if there's a land dispute. Now, when they train some people in the school, they appoint them as district this and that and that. bypassing the people who used to rule the society and created a new ruling class. It was those new ruling class that doesn't understand, doesn't obey the laws of the land that created this problem we're having today.
So you mean our forefathers who worked with the white men were more foolish than the Hausa and the Yorubas?
No, try to understand. The Hausas were not imposed. They imposed people on us. Let me tell you, they defeated the Hausas in one single battle. They used this Gatling gun. In one single battle, the Hausa Fulani were defeated. Now they decided to rule by indirect rule, whereby they used the existing structure in the north to rule the northern Nigeria. So they left the ruling this thing intact. But in our area, they imposed warrant chiefs. Where we don't have chiefs before and king, and they imposed them. You know, now they impose people simply because they are strong or they are royalists to the white man. Crooks, rogues, we appointed warrant chiefs. And they began to steal from the people and began to take people's wives and because, you know, become uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Before, and the people were handicapped on how to control them, because if you insult them, they're going to tell the white man that this man is insubordinate. They will hang you. So people became handicapped on how to control it, and that's how our society deteriorated. So now what we inherited is that we bypassed the elite that used to rule the society, and then imposed a new one, a new system, which is alien to our own culture. Today you have people now call themselves Igwe. You are not an Ozo, you are not an Nze, and yet you are an Igwe. You didn't go to primary school, you didn't go to secondary school, you didn't go to university, then you become a professor. You see, that is what they did. You call somebody an Igwe. You are the Igwe. Yes, you are not an also title person. You are not an Nze. Yes, you become Igwe. But you don't even know the meaning of Igwe. Igwe means the sky where the God himself lives. You have to be so holy to be an Igwe. To be close to God is an Igwe. Yeah, people call themselves Igwe today, and they are crooks. How can you be an Igwe and also stealing and lying? You cannot be an Igwe. You must be something else. So what it is that our society have changed upside down. We have imposed all these things in society where we don't have it before. Go and check the history of warrant chief in your area, and you will know that it doesn't exist before in Ngwa land. It doesn't. And for you to be accepted or appreciated in society, you have to merit it. You have to merit it. You must have sacrificed a lot for the society for them to say, well, this man is. They will give you a title that befits your valor, because you are the one who protects them.
Okay, that is okay, brother and sisters. We are still on the program. We are moving into another topic of the day. I hope our brother, Mr. Stephen Ekpa, will remain with us to be able to help us sort some of these very discussions as he's doing. We are trying to look into what to do going forward. Going forward means from this time now, how are we going to do? I am trying to sit, because of condition of things on the ground in Nigeria, I'm trying to see a light of a kind of time frame for 2015 because of the election and the condition of the things, the Boko Haram, the whole system of somebody is calling. I'm going to pick the call before I continue to introduce this very topic. Hello? Who? Yeah, thank you very much. If you are just joining, this is BVI International. Please introduce yourself. I know who you are, but for the benefit of our people, you make yourself known and please contribute to the topic.
All right, we are very, very delighted once again to be in the collaborative broadcast with our sister studio in Germany. I remain Asus Chinedu Peters, the host of BVI Biafran Land, and I am very delighted once again to be on the same show or program of the nation of people that are determined to be free. My comrade, Watchman Emmanuel, I bring you the salutation of Biafran greetings from Biafran land. And to all our listeners,
thank you
listening
very
via
much.
our studio, I say, may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know, when you are here, the people always feel a little bit joyed in their heart because they believe there must be something to tell them back from home. And they expect whenever, these days, you know, when you are not online, everybody, they are crying because they are lacking news, information, and other activities, how everything is moving in back home. The people here are always happy to hear from you and they expect you bringing some good information and news around. Please, I don't know if you have anything to tell us to make us feel good, to waken our spirit, to give us more reason to sleep well this night.
Wow, all the other people have all cause to be happy and celebrating because the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra has recorded so far a lot of achievements as we all march towards our freedom. As you all know that every Thursday we have it on our program towards Biafra independence. Every Thursday that is our program of Thursdays, and we are bringing to you the gospel of the good news that came or is emerging from the movement of indigenous people of Biafra as we agitate towards our freedom. A lot of people on the social network, on Twitter, Skype, Facebook especially, have been asking what have the government of indigenous people of Biafra achieved so far. And tonight we shall be very delighted to highlight not just on listing them out, but probably having the opportunity of playing out some of the achievements that Biafran Boys International has been able to record right here in Biafran land and the entire movement of indigenous people of Biafra, talking about the Labor Department, the Human Rights Initiative, talking about the security, talking about the youth and their mobilization and all the rest of them. A lot is happening positively towards the emancipation of Biafra as an independent nation. I would like to use this opportunity to tell all Biafran people to be confident, not to lose hope, because every day we are marching and taking our steps one step closer to our freedom. Without taking much of your time, I would like to tell you that the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra, as administered by the Supreme Council of Elders, have done so much and have achieved so much. We are going to start with the media department, and of course, that is where we are right now, that we are able to discuss freely down here in Biafran land without fear of being arrested, without fear of being molested, without fear of being intimidated. We are broadcasting live every day from Biafran land. Not only from Biafran land, we are also.
The line is becoming bad. The line is becoming bad now. I don't know why. Hello, Chinedu.
That is where the BVI.
The line is becoming so bad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we couldn't hear you for some 2 or 3 seconds before. But I think, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. I think it's okay now. You are finished?
All right, we
Oh,
shall proceed.
okay.
Good. Like I was saying, the achievements of indigenous people of Biafra.
No, the line is bad, I think. Yeah, the line is bad now, but he's trying to.
Hello, are you there with
Yeah,
me?
yeah, you are there now. You are back again. Go on if you don't mind. Go on.
All right. For the benefit of interaction, I would like, because this is an interactive section, there are lots of achievements, so we are going to take them bit by bit and discuss over them, allow people to phone in and make their own contribution to this program.
Okay. Okay, then before you go on now, I would like to call on the people to say we are making our lines open now. Like you always know, it's always the same. Biafran C is our Skype, and BVI Germany all in capital is the alternative Skype. Our line remains 0049 511 5391640. When you call in, you will be answered to and you will make your own submission according to the topic on the ground. Like our brother Chinedu Asuzu is saying there, he is going to take the topics one by one to make the difference and make you understand all what you need to understand. All the jobs going on the ground is going to be made open, and they give you the latest informations and the hope to keep marching on. So you continue now. Our lines are open. You can call in at any time you feel there is a need for you to ask questions or to add your own comments. Go on, my brother Chinedu, you are over and out.
Thank you much, Emmanuel, for that. I will advise that our people should call our lines from our Skype line of Germany in order to ease our traffic down there in Biafran land. As you all know, that we are always faced with serious network connection down there, but we encourage you to call our studio line from Germany so as to make your contribution. But nevertheless, if you still want to call our Skype line down here in Biafran land, you can call Biafra Voice International on Skype. That is our Skype name. Biafra Voice International is our Skype name. And you can call our direct line +234810420 7522. Take that again. +234810420 7522. These are the lines to call. Back to the topic. We are discussing the achievements of the customary administration of the indigenous people of Biafra as piloted or administered by the institution of authority for Biafran people, which is the Supreme Council of Elders. As you all know, that the Supreme Council of Elders is the governing body for all indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. Wherever you are, that is our original and indigenous institution that defines our real democracy. Now, straight and on to the very points of issues for tonight. We are going to start with the media. Of course, we are on the media department. Media department of indigenous people of Biafra is Biafra Voice International, known as Voice of Biafra. It has recorded a lot of progress. It has recorded a lot of achievements. As you all know, that when we are battling to set up our studio, a wonderful patriotic son of Biafra donated some amount of money for Biafra people to establish an alternative media outfit that our people can actually truly call their own. But today, we are glad to tell you all that Biafra people have been able to record a great achievement that by today, instead of one
The
two
voice,
studios.
It's cracking. We couldn't hear you. Please, the line is bad again now. We couldn't hear
the achievements.
Hello.
We are able to be broadcasting live. Now we can hear you well from the studio right here. Right, you see?
Yeah, but I can't hear you. We can't hear you very well here. It's
Hello?
jumping. Yeah, now you are coming up again strong. I don't know. You continue. Let me see if I can get you. Hello? Are you there?
All right, let's go. Let us proceed, please.
Okay, go on.
I am here live and I can hear you very well from this studio. Good, thank you. Like I was saying, we are able to be broadcasting.
No. It's completely off now. Yes, the line is bad.
They're calling towards Jamal Studio. Hello, Jamal Studio. Are you there with me?
Yeah, now you are back again. We lost you for some seconds back, so you can just repeat what you said about maybe 3 minutes ago.
We just want to say that we have been able to set up 2 strong, viable, and reliable studios. One in Biafran land and the other one in Germany. That is one of the achievements. Again, Biafran people now have the opportunity to broadcast live daily here in Biafran land. Not just broadcasting, but also taking the gospel of Biafran people on the street, going to post office, going to the market, going to schools. Like last week Friday, I was opportunity to be at Federal Polytechnic Open to engage in leadership training and sensitization. That is part of the achievements that Biafran people have recorded by their media outfit. Remember, Biafra Voice International is the only authentic voice of Biafra, the only authentic and true voice of the nation that is determined to be free as administered by the customary administration under the Supreme Council of Elders. As we all know well that the Supreme Council of Elders is the governing body and institution, that indigenous institution of Biafra people even before colonization. Media department have engaged in education, sensitization, inspiring all Biafra people, informing Biafra people with accurate and undiluted information. This has enabled Biafra people to be aroused, their consciousness to be aroused, and so far so good, a lot of people have been able to understand critically who truly they are as Biafrans. When we launch continuous sensitization via our online and social networks and daily broadcasts, a lot of people have been able to understand their indigenous identity, and as such have been able to know what the legal department is doing. They have been able to understand that Biafra people now have a legitimate government, and as such that has motivated them to join en masse. Like I would like to tell you that Anambra State chapter of the indigenous people of Biafra will be having their first Congress. When I say the first Congress, it's the first Congress of indigenous people of Biafra, and you and BVI will be getting live to televise the program from the spot of the Congress. It will be happening in 2 weeks' time, and we shall be bringing it live to all Biafra people worldwide. As time goes on, we are going to give you the date and time and venue of this Congress. This is to tell you that Biafra people are legitimately and actively involved in sensitizing and campaigning for Biafra, without fear of arrest. That will take us to the next achievement. But before we go further, we will go ahead to say we have been able to achieve a lot from patriotic, very few patriotic Biafrans. that Biafran Voice International has been sponsored by self-depriving and sacrificial donation from very few individuals in Biafran land. I will not go further if I will not recognize that we are not trying to blow our extra trumpet here, but we are telling you the truth as it is, so that you can understand the burden Biafran people are bearing for the cause of Biafra, and you to inspire you to join and add something, add value to the movement. Wonderful Emmanuel in Germany, you have been able to set up Biafra Voice International Studio in Germany solely without any help from anyone or very little help from anyone. You've been able to pilot, to sponsor, to fund BVI Germany, and that credit goes to you and all Biafra people out there helping you out in one way or the other. Biafra people will say thank you for that. That's a very big record of achievement for Biafra people. Your achievement is the achievement of Biafra, and your achievement is the achievement of the indigenous people of Biafra customary government. Also, we are able to be broadcasting from BVI Biafra land, and very few individuals have contributed financially in the sustenance of BVI Biafra land. I will not continue if I do not remember and appreciate our father, Dr. BVI, who all the time squeeze out some funds to assist BVI whenever they are in tight corner. Sir, we are very delighted to have you as our leader and our elder. We thank you, the Director of Operations, T.v On, that made a wonderful contribution to Biafra Voice International, especially down here in Biafra land, and also somebody like Vincent BBC in Oka. You have made tremendous, not just your money, your time, your energy. Sometimes we leave our house and we do not come back because of the movement of Biafra people in order to take the gospel of Biafra people to the hinterland. In BBC, your contribution towards Biafra is unmeasurable and can never be monetized. I remember so many times that we have to go to villages to preach about Biafra, bringing together the communities. We have gone to Achala, we have gone to somewhere in Oka, Mbaku. We have gone to see the veterans. We have gone to various communities. We have done wonderfully well, and we appreciate what you have done for BVI right here in Biafra land. Also, I will not continue if I do not mention that our brother in Thailand, in the person of Mazi Emmanuel Okafor, he has contributed immensely in advice, immensely in fund, immensely in contribution in one way or the other to spread the gospel of indigenous people of Biafra. All these people's achievements and contribution is Biafra people's achievement and contribution, because without the government of indigenous people of Biafra, we wouldn't record all these achievements of Biafra people. In conclusion, for the media department, departmental achievement, we started with just almost a zero fund. Going down, we have been able to establish our internet radio, and we are very close to launching our satellite radio. Our satellite broadcasting, we are very close, each and every day closer to launching our satellite, and we are very happy because all these are possible achievements that we are recorded by the Digital People of Biafra Media Department. Also, we have been able to get in touch with our various ethnic nationalities, like the Ijaw people, the Anang people. I remember Evangelist Udi from Anang. We are working closely to bring up a very powerful documentary for all Biafrans. He is in charge of that, and this is as a result of the achievements of BVI. I will hand up for now and open up the lines for other people to make their contributions before we proceed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother there. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, you've heard it all. That is a one-hand notification or announcement about the progress we are making, especially on our own side, being the media outlet of this very struggle. We have, like he made you understand, we have been doing all possible to make sure that we stand with a couple of helps coming from individuals who find it also very, very necessary to keep this very work going. We have been making progress in other ways too, like what is going on the ground about the human rights wing, giving them access to be able to broadcast on the ground there in Biafra land, that the Biafra people can move around, that they can have office on the ground with numbers and flags shining in Biafra land, is the work of the human rights division of our struggle. Most people always ask, what have these people done, what have you done? It is not, you cannot be on air and know what you ask Nana and all of money Hannah's not here. If you want to know what is going on the ground, you bought your ticket, you go home. Unlike before, you wear your Biafran trademark in a day, in an occasion where we have our meetings and see whether anything will happen to you. You have a place where you can go and make your voice heard. Nobody will talk to you, because the people on the ground have made it possible to use the name of the Human Rights Initiative to back up the struggle and to stand their grounds and to prove themselves the real indigenous people of Biafra. And the Nigerian government is getting aware. They know what is happening, like we know. They are listening to what we are saying. They know, they are not surprised about what they are hearing. They know that this time the Biafra movement is strong, and they also are planning their own ways. So that is why we must remain also focused and make sure that we don't get disturbed or that we don't get confused. We have to remain ourselves and know that we have a work to do in front. And like I always say, I believe 2015 is going to be a getaway for us. If we plan fine, if we get united, do our own homework here abroad. I think that the area where we are having problem is this place abroad here, where we are having problem to recognize ourselves and to speak with one voice. I know and I trust the work that is going back home in Nigeria, Biafra land. I know that our people are getting themselves together and we are making efforts to make sure that information gets directly to the grassroots, to the people in the village, to the market women, to the people in the park, to everybody who belongs to this very community of Biafran people. No matter where they do, we are also getting information about stretches of hand to the Ijaw, the Efik, to other ethnic groups of Biafra. We are moving on. There is no going back. This time is the time that we have to make sure that 2015, at least, we will be planning to raise our hands up to try and see if we come to that point where we can be able to say we want this. Let us make a request for something. Like I always say, it's not good saying you are going to do this, you are going to do that, if they don't give you Biafra, when you have not asked any question. You have to start to talk to people. You have to recognize that these people, we are still living in the territories of Nigeria today and the sovereignty of Nigeria. That is who we are up to now. It's time now we start to ask questions and make them start making it open. That's why I said if we every day talk about, they are listening to what we are saying. Every day then we talk about referendum, we talk about what ways we want to take to achieve our freedom. They will be getting into their head that we are willing to do something, so that when a time comes, it's not going to be an absolute surprise to them, or they know it. And we are, it's not a secret, it's not something hidden that is we want freedom. We are saying it openly because it's our right. So what we need is backing, and to make sure that it becomes effective. At that time, they will be able to give us the chance to be able to vote for our right to go. And at the same time too, we'll be having a plan B. We can't go on one way. That is why we say all cards are on the table. All options are open. We are going to look for it anyway. That is why anywhere you are, you have to do your own job, because anywhere you are is an option. That is the creative means of bringing up the options when you do what you are supposed to do. You can be the man that is going to bring the idea that was going to bring Biafra tomorrow. That is why we say call on the radio. On this television, you call, you say what your mind is. It is recorded. There is a place we play these things that people will listen, and the people who make decisions, we can take your voice to make that best decision we need. That is why we ask you to support in every way you think you can. We don't call people, we don't ask people to say we need funds to run the radio station. But it's wise and very knowledgeable for everybody to know that it costs money to do it. That is why people sometimes call me here, like the name Chinedu called. It's not that we call people, say we need money, we need funds, but it's out of their own responsibility, out of their own kindness and goodness. They know that yes, if this guy is doing it with his own fund, I can support only for 1 month. We don't give you a task to say every month this is going to be your what do you call it? Your tithe. You're not going to pay. You pay your tithe to your God, who the way you understand or the way you respect your God. But do your best to see that you support the struggle in one way or the other, financially, spiritually, morally, and otherwise. In any way, your call here, your voice here is a help. It's a absolute. There is people who their contribution by their words of wisdom is greater than that 10,000 somebody donates for that for the actualization of Biafra. Only his words of wisdom is greater than 1 million other people donate. We need those things. That is why you are part of it, because you have to show it, you have to feel it, you have to do it. Being part of it is not just staying there, it's doing something about it. Your words, your strength, your movement, anything in any way. Brothers and sisters, our lines are open. BVI International Europe, we are here and we are live for you. We are open, and you have a platform here where you can come and demonstrate your strength and demonstrate your knowledge and ability for your people to see. You have the ability, the powers here to come and share your own knowledge. It is the things we can give. The gift you can give to Biafra is what you say, what you have, the way you feel about it, and the way you act upon the things you feel. So now, brothers, I don't know if our brother Stephen is there. He have something to say in addition to what we have said now. Our lines are open for anybody who wants to call in to, like always. Biafran still remains the Skype with another additional Skype, BVI Europe, all in capital. BVI Germany, sorry, all in capital, and our line remains 00495115391640. Stephen, I don't know if you're there. You have anything to add?
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. You can go on and make a additional contribution to what we are saying, because we are all on the game together.
Yes, I see our brother Suzu have given us an update on what is happening on Biafra land, and we know that there's a perseverance going on all over the world, and there's and the sensitization that is going on from America to Europe to Africa, and all over the place. We are up to the challenge. I know it's not easy with the problem we are having on misinformation going on here and there, but we will triumph. You see, there's a word that says that what it takes for evil to triumph is that good men do nothing.
Yeah.
And we have taken up the challenge that evil will not take hold, and we will succeed in tranquility. That is what is going to happen, and we will not relent. We will continue until we get what we want. Or any obstacle we have on our way will eventually fizzle out with time, because we know we are so resilient and we are very patient. That is our weapon. Our weapon is a weapon of patience. We are biding our time and wait, and our enemy will eventually tire and they will come to their senses. We will not relent. We will not succumb to their mechanization and lies. And our brother Suzu have already told us what they are doing in Biafra and the sensitization they are doing, the progress that is going on, those people that have been helping us. And we try. Our brother in America, our brother in Asia, the brother in Europe, and brother in Biafra land. We have brothers everywhere, and they are working hard for Biafra, and that's what is expected of them. And we know that more will be coming to join them as time goes on. We are very, very, let me borrow the words of those people who feel they know too much, formidable. Time will come when we know who is really formidable. When the time comes, not now. It's not formidable in face value.
Yeah.
In reality.
In reality, yeah.
In reality, that's when we know who is formidable. In action. Not when people, you talk and talk and talk. No. Come and prove it. How formidable you are. Not when the little wind blows. Then we see a sense of, we see a full-blown coward.
I discussed with you today, but you tried to stop me from some of the things I wanted to bring out as my topic of the day, because but I'd like to touch on it as you are here. I'm being a little bit heady now, because I don't like a situation where some kind of knowledge will be transferred into the heads of our people. We are, like we were talking, going into Biafra, and we want to go into Biafra with clear mind, abandon some kind of characters that are not worth it, because we have been soaked in so many kind of dirty waters because of where we are coming from, where we lived, and the struggle and the punishment, suffering we have passed through. And now we are about to get another Biafra, and like you said, you know what made me talk about this is when you said, like our brother said, formidable. It took me to what I heard this morning. You know, when people are transferring the knowledge, both religious aspect of it and the historic aspects of it that are uncalled for, it is reasonable for us to start, or it is time for us to start making our people know that there's no reason why. You know, there's a lot of nonsense on this very internet we use. A lot of people couple up, mix up some kind of documentaries. They post it there for the little minds. If you don't know, you pick up some of the documentaries, you try to use it to prove something, then you'll be making a fool of yourself. There is a lot of documentary there, mixed up broadcast of movies, the short movies they throw there about Obama, Michelle Obama being a woman, and they prove it to the teeth. If you don't, you start to believe in such things. So I'm saying there's a lot of cook-up stories our brothers are always trying to bring out, and they try to bring a magazine to make it an official magazine so that we can be studying such histories, like somebody believing that we are the real Israelites. It's not, again, the Israelites are the black people, and we now are the Israelites. The Israelites that are in Israel now are the fake Israel. I don't know now what we have to do, because the Israelites, we are the Israelites, and the Israelites are living in our land. Maybe we should join the Palestinians now to bomb the Israelites, because now we are the real Israelites and we must go back to our promised land or something. I don't know why they are coming up with such stories. I don't want our people to buy the idea. They made it known that we are now the Israelites. They brought out a documentary. I watched that documentary now in the YouTube today. I found out that these are cock and bull stories. People mix up some kind of languages that doesn't match up, that just similarities. If you want to draw similarity down with Biafra land and Germany, I bet you have so many things that almost have similarities all over the world. You can make that successfully, and a foolish man will believe you. There is a lot of things, similarities you will bring in German land today, that you go and find a way to dig it out somewhere from the old history. You go there, you dig it out from compilations of some kind of nonsense, you mix them together, and a foolish man will start to believe you that there is something concerning German people with Biafrans. All this kind of teaching should stop. People it says that God has only 3 people. The 3 lands that God has is Ethiopia, Israel, and Biafra. Where are you getting all this kind of information from? And you want to ban people to say this is the truth. Jesus Christ that we know is Jesus Christ is answering Joshua and have an Igbo name. And you bound people to know all these kind of stories are very, very, and it has nothing to do at the same time with freedom fighting. And this is the kind of information we are going to transfer into our people, that they will come and live in Biafra land with it. The barrister today in Umezu said Zimbabwe told Tony Blair to keep his Britain. So, and they will keep their Zimbabwe. So that is what we want to do. Is Zimbabwe a place for somebody to give an example of somebody who a nation to be born? You don't bring out this kind of ideologies, you translate it and put it into our people, and this is the way we want to fight freedom fighting. I'm just emphasizing on this because this is a gospel our people are taking in every day of their life, because it's being preached somewhere among our people, by our people to our people. So if we don't start to do something about it to make them know that most of these things have no place in freedom fighting, about how God become who God is and who the land God has, and how we are now the Israel. I don't know if we have to go and start pursuing the white people there who are the Israel and tell them that we are the real Israel, they should get out of our land. I don't know where we are going up. Somebody coming up to tell us that there's a gang up now between the Christians in the West and the Arabs not to allow Biafra to come. Where are you getting all this information? And when you preach these things, you ask the boys to go and ask. Go and ask. Who are they going to ask? You give them no nation, no place to ask. You give them no telephone number to call. You tell them, go and ask. The answer you will get will baffle you. Even you cannot sleep tonight because of the answer you will get. Where are they going to get that answer? Who are they going to ask this thing? That there is a gang up now about the Christian West and the Arabs to stop Biafra from standing. Who I mean, this kind of preaching. Yeah, you can say something. You can say something about this.
So unfortunately, I may not try to dabble into such issues because our concentration is educating our people and sensitizing them on their indigenous identity in the context of our existence before colonization and before transforming us into the atrocity they call Nigeria.
Yeah.
That is our protection, and we will stick on that. And today, we have been discussing the achievement of Biafran people.
And Chinedu, please, you have discussed that and the people get it. Listen, if you run away from these things, they are existing. This thing you want to put knowledge into the head of our people, and that is somebody else is putting another knowledge into the head of the people, and these people are going to live together in one place that we all are looking for. If you don't damage that understanding from their head and put it straight, you are going to have a problem living in that very land. It's important that you clear the air from this very time.
The truth about this,
that's why I talk about them.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
The truth about this is that the very truth about this very thing you're talking about is that Biafran people, we are not, no matter where you emanate from, whether you fall from the sky, whether you came up from the sand, or whether you evolved from apes, or whether you are giving birth by any beast, it's not our business. Our business is we are Biafran people. And where we are today is our original and ancestral home before our colonization.
We don't come from Israel. We are not Israel.
We are not going back to Israel. Even if you have any link with Israel, Israel remains wherever you are.
We don't want to have. Israel is not even a character to emulate. Why are you people so concerned about Israel? Israel is this one destroying people every day. They don't have nothing to emulate them for.
Excuse me, I wouldn't want us to dabble into that so as not to deviate from our primary assignment. Our primary assignment is to sensitize Biafran people, to inspire Biafran people to understand their indigenous identity. Because it is only when they understand who they are by indigenous identity that is the only time we have a hope. That is the only time we have a hope of being free. Why did I say that? It's when our people understand and when they are able to answer the question, who am I before Nigeria of 1914? I believe Nigeria was created by Britain in 1914.
Yeah.
Who are we before 1914? When they are able to answer that, then they will understand that Nigeria is not their home, that Nigeria is a false identity, that Nigerian citizenship is a false, and we must fight to stop that. We will fight to defend our true identity. That is what we are concerned about. We are not concerned with where we emanate from, whether you come from the skies, born or beast. It's not our business. When we come to that, we can teach our children whatsoever thing. Now, a lot of philosophies are coming, but we don't want to entertain that. What we want to concentrate our mind is to inspire people to come out there and join the agitation of the emancipation of Biafra as an independent nation. That is our concern. That is our primary assignment, and it doesn't go beyond that. Today, we are saying, we are talking about the achievement recorded so far in the movement. Let us concentrate on that, my brother, and leave whatever philosophy they have now. There are a lot of things you can read on the internet. I've been following conspiracy theories. I've been a researcher, and you can come across a lot of garbages. A lot of things you can believe, a lot of things you cannot disbelieve. One thing that we are sure, we are not going to include any political sentiment in the movement of the people of Biafra. We are not going to include religious sentiment in the movement of the people of Biafra, because these are the two worst instruments the evil people are using to monopolize and to control and to cause commotion or confusion in the universe. So we don't want to get ourselves entangled with those nonsense or rubbish.
You are correct. You are correct, my brother. You are correct. You are correct. Religious and political, all when they come in, everything is damaged. So
now, find ourselves according to what we are. You can believe, if you want to believe the ghost, you believe the ghost. When you die, it is on your own, because man, every life you are on your own. Personally, as an individual, spiritually concerned. Then when we come to our community ideology, our indigenous identity as a people, that is what God brings us together. Let us concentrate on that. We have achieved a lot of things through the media, because people that are hearing all this, I have my own personal opinion when it comes to religion or faith. You have your own. But if we bring it to this movement, believe me, we are not going anywhere. Because you have a counter opinion, I have a different opinion.
Yeah.
Every man then to his opinion, while our major and uniting force is for Biafra to be free as a nation. And we have the responsibility to inspire, to educate, to sensitize the people about their indigenous identity. And you have thrown some light on the achievement of the legal department. But I'll try to go further with that, because a lot of people are coming up with the question of what have the legal department achieved?
Yes.
The Human Rights Initiative going to court is not important. Let me tell us, going to court has given us the legal package to engage in the Biafranism. What I call Biafranism is the gospel of Biafra. Taking the gospel of Biafra without fear to every doorstep, without fear on the street, market, church, offices. Today, Biafra is being preached in banks. Today, Biafra is being preached at the hospital. Today, Biafra is being preached in the school. I was in the school yesterday, last week Friday, to engage in leadership training for Biafran people, right in the school, recognized as a community within the school. Duly registered, if Biafran people were not in court, you cannot authoritatively establish Biafran people as a legal entity. So going to court has given us that ample opportunity to demonstrate that we are Biafran. What is keeping Biafran people behind is fear. And going to court has removed that fear to a very large extent. All it's needed for us to do is to take advantage of this one achievement. The Nigerian government cannot arrest me today for being an individual person of Biafra, because doing that would be shooting themselves in the leg. Doing that will give Biafra people an advantage, and the world is looking and watching. We want them to blunder, understand that, and they've not been able to make the blunder. And their hearts are high while we are going out there to freely sensitize people to the gospel of Biafra, and that has made a lot of people to lose out from being afraid, to not the ideology of being afraid or the stigma attached to Biafra name has been removed by just going to court. So going to court has achieved everything whatsoever we need. I don't expect personally for Nigerian judicial system to give Biafra people freedom. If you are doing that, you are living in a Jewish land. But the truth is that going to God has given us all the things that we have that we needed as Biafra. It has made us to be a legal entity. Today, if we are not duly registered in the corporate affairs of which some anti-Biafran agents that call themselves Biafran activists are writing to the Nigerian government to take away one single instrument of power that has empowered Biafran people to be free, to exercise their right as indigenous people. Some people are writing federal government to revoke the certificate of our legal department. And I can tell them that they will fail. Why I say they fail is that Nigerian government will never commit the blunder of revoking the Human Rights Initiative certificate, because doing that is shooting themselves in the leg. Their hands are tied, their hands and legs are tied to start fighting or start intimidating the instruments or institutions of Biafra people. So these are the one major achievement of Biafra. This is one major achievement of indigenous people of Biafran government under the customary administration. So my brothers, my sisters who are listening, do not be despair. Do not be despair. Do not be afraid. Because authorized to exist as a legal entity, as a people. Because without that, without bringing our people together, we will not be able to agitate for our freedom. We are talking about unity because it's only when we're united that is the only time we can actually achieve our ultimate goal of being free as a nation. So this customary government has given us the ample opportunity to exercise our rights, and the legal department through the court have established the legality of Biafran people existing as an entity within Nigerian context and as we press charge for our freedom. Today, a lot of people are coming and saying, since you are in peace, since you are doing this freely, I was at the post office Jelani, I was speaking to large audience on the street. They were saying, wow, you mean all these things are happening? You mean that you can freely, in fact, what gave you the impetus to rescind this thing freely? I told them, no policeman can arrest me. I can go into the police station and start pretending that I am a Biafran, and nobody can do anything about it. Be surprised. Some of the policemen are beginning to understand. Truly, what this guy is saying is true. You cannot arrest him. He is a Biafran. He is recognized by law. He is not breaking any law. You cannot prosecute me for committing any criminal offense. It is my right to ask for freedom. And the United Nations like on us. So the governments are giving us all the things that we desire. Let me quickly summarize the Labour Department by saying this.
Hello, Chinedu. We can't hear you anymore. I don't know if you are still there. You are talking, I can hear you like it's cracking, but I don't think the audience can hear you at all. Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
No, I'm not hearing you now. It's not. Yeah, go on. Say it again. Yeah, we have a caller on Skype. That's why I want to know that you are there before I ask him to introduce himself for the public, for the benefit of the people. I want to confirm that you are okay and we can hear you clearly. Yeah, we can't hear you, but I will pass the question over to him now, please. We have another caller too on Google here, calling on Google. I'm going to take it too. Hello, the caller on Skype. You can introduce yourself now to your people.
Hello, good evening. Good evening to Biafran. Good evening to you, comrade Wachipu in Germany, and good evening to you, Chinedu, in Biafra land. I am very happy to be with you guys this evening. I want to thank you too for the wonderful work that you are doing for our people. I can hear you too. I want to thank you too for the wonderful work you're doing for our people. And to all Biafrans, wherever they may be, I greet them all. I hope I'm audible, please.
Yes, we are hearing you. Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to thank Chinedu. I want to thank you for the wonderful work you were doing, because you mentioned about going to schools and evangelizing back home in Biafra land to the youth, the future leaders. These are the people that would actually enjoy the benefits that Biafra will offer. I have always said that until we begin to reach out to them, until we begin to realize that the largest amount of Biafrans are still in Biafra land, the few of us in the diaspora, if you put us all together, we might probably not make up to 10% of the whole population of Biafra. So the large chunk of the Biafran population still reside in Biafra land. And those that will actually enjoy this very restoration of our nation are these young Biafrans, both in the secondary school, in the tertiary institutions. They are the ones that will actually benefit. People like you and me stayed in the mainland in Europe or America, we might actually be the catalysts. We might speed up the process of the realization, restoration of our homeland. But those that actually need to know what is going on, and I know when they get that very information and get the news, they will come on board. And when they come on board, believe you me, brothers and sisters, believe you me, comrades, we will be home and dry. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that once our brothers and sisters and in the tertiary institutions and secondary school get the message, they will take the bull by the horn. And it's important. I must commend you and commend our other brother Vincent, who is helping you, and all the other biafrans who are there with you, who you are working with, and of course our council of elders, whom I know must have given their blessings for such outreach to take place and evangelism. So I'm quite honored. I'm quite happy and elated to hear this, and I appreciate your effort. I really do. I'm more grease to your elbows today. I also want to thank Comrade Emmanuel Nwachukwu, who has been steadying the ship while you were away for some time, doing some other very important duties. Emmanuel, you've been lovely, staying there and also staying there and standing in and coordinating from there and helping to spread the news. To say just a little thing about what you guys are saying, we are talking about. I agree. I agree with both of you. One, those that are giving out fictitious information, they need to stop it. They need to break their consciousness. We are here to give our people facts. And they are free to call in, and then if they don't understand, we can brainstorm together. Chinedu, you're also right. We are here, and we have to stick by within the remit of what we're supposed to be doing, and try not to allow ourselves to be dragged into something else. So this is what I have to say for now. So I'll just stay back and listen further to what you guys have to say. Thank you.
Yeah, that is good. I have another brother there on the line on Google Plus. Our brother from United States is there. Please, you identify yourself for the benefit of our Biafran men and women.
Good evening, good afternoon or good night, wherever you are, my fellow Biafrans. It's unfortunate, but still good that I joined the program a little late because of important schedule I have around me. I'm very, very, very excited hearing the voice of the man who are among those people that always inspired and then light keep the fire inside me burning. My friend Steve, I'm greeting you over there. My good friend over there who is working hard to make sure that we left no stone unturned. As was Peter, you always have my hand, alright? And my good brother that just spoke, it's unfortunate I didn't hear your name while you speak. Please, Ima, can you tell me the name, please? I just came in.
That's Vincent.
Oh, Vincent, yeah. Okay. We are all together. We are all in the struggle, and I always happy whenever I see you guys together. You know, whenever we come together, it's okay. I see I was like, if it's possible, 4 of us or 5 of us going to get this Biafra, we would have gone there and get it for all of them and forget about all these things they're doing.
I tell you.
In other way, I'm so happy. I was like, doing what I'm doing, but at the same time, hearing you guys' voice, I was like running to make sure at least I have something to say along. Actually, we've gone far. The institution of the indigenous people of Biafra and our Spring Council of Elders has made us far away close to the world. The struggle, the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. And the truth, as I can know, is that we are not rebels. We don't rebel against anybody. Neither do we rebel against our people or against the government. We follow what they called the due process. And being the kind of person I am, I believe in due process. Due process that is coupled with what I called total unity. Because ndị Igbo si na Igwe bụ ike maka na ofu isi adịrị emebe ọfịa. So no matter what it is, no matter how far it is, no matter how peaceful we are, and no matter how unrebellious we are, we still need every hand on the desk. Because I'm very, very much grateful to my brother Chinedu as distributors, because he also inspires me. Because of his peaceful, the way he is doing things over there in Biafra land. Because I used to tell everybody, we in diaspora are nothing in this struggle. Because the land we are living isn't ours. And if we were able to capture all the white, what about our own people? They are not people that are going to say we need Biafra. These people are not people that are going to, it's those people on the grassroots. Our fathers, our mothers, our children, our sisters and brothers down there in Biafra land. That's the people we need. Okay, now, I heard some people talking about, they say they have something like October 3rd and 4th, they're doing Biafran atonement or something of that nature. Where is the atonement going to hold? In diaspora. Is that particular atonement, is it going to be done in Biafra land?
It's supposed to be done in that very distant, what do you call it, that ego.
Where is the ego?
Yeah.
The ego in Enugu.
Yes, it's no longer there then.
But that's normal. I'm asking now, where is the atonement going to be, or whatever so the most important thing is, whatever, that is anyone they put now saying, Anya Luanya. Anya Iruan Amaka. Because there is no way we'll be looking for Biafra and we're running away from our own homes, from the Biafra itself. And this atonement, I don't know whether there is a special group of people that is being done for. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
This thing is supposed to be something for Biafrans, our ex-veterans, our ex-Biafran soldiers, our mothers and papas who are down there in Biafra land. You know the way the Masop, even though the Masop, they do fall our hand, the way they used to do their own. When they want to do something, they announce it. Even the market people will join. But most things, I don't know what I achieved doing something for Biafra, and it's only been done here in the diaspora. So I believe so much that we are doing the right thing. And gradually, little by little, this Biafra is not far from us. But we must go through the right way. We must not be rebellious. Even though that it is true that Nigeria, or this whatever we may call it, the contraption, as my brother as we used to call it, is never a place to be. But it is everything we're gonna do is gradual. I believe that one of these days we will get to that place. Thank you very much.
Thank you there, my brother from United States, Onyeka. You are highly appreciated anytime you speak. We are all eyes and ears on desk here. We are live and we are direct for you here, all the Biafran men and women. Our lines are open, even up to that of the Biafran station. We are open and live for you to make your own submissions. Contributions are said in any way you have to be a participant to this very movement. You better do it because you are highly needed. Our brother Chinedu, I don't know if you are still there and if you have something else to say from the Biafran studio.
We are allowed to say thank you, Papa Salim from America, New York. Thank you for your contribution and your submission. Still talking on
It's only that the line is not coming up so clear to us here. You are not coming up so clear to us here. We are sorry about that. Hello? Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me, but we can't hear you so clearly. It's a little bit rough. I don't know why.
Sorry about that. Service.
Try to do something else. No. I don't think we cannot hear you better than how we've been hearing you. It's too rough. The noise on the background is louder than the voice, and the voice also is cracky.
We shall take a few minutes. I like to get some of the documentaries that either department engaged in seminars of workshop. That is the best that we see your screen right of. Please do remember that we can take it very quickly. We are going to take it very quickly so that we can proceed other things because we have your place to show our esteemed viewers.
We can't. This is unbelievable. We cannot get you well at all. This is not working fine. The line is completely. Valentine, can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear you.
I mean, can you hear the Biafran studio?
The Biafra studio, the Biafra studio in Germany, I'm hearing you.
No, I mean in Biafra land. Can you hear that Chinedu when he speaks?
Yeah, I can hear him talking, yeah.
You can hear him very well, you can understand him?
Yes.
Ah, because I don't get him and I don't know if people who are listening to my station can get him.
I was like, which day are you going to come around here?
Hello?
Okay, so if you be able to come around, which
Chinedu is out, I think. Then I think we are left alone here now with me and you and... Oh, you are still with Chinedu? Okay, he's back again. Hello? Yeah, now I think we can hear you now. Go on.
What is going to grace your screen right away, all our viewers, is some of the documented video that we are going to flash for you to see the record of the achievements of the media outfit. After that, we show the achievement of the legal departments as well. And peradventure, we will not be able to show you, because of security reasons, the activities of our defense department, and as well, we will tell you the latest information with regards to the financial department. Of course, the youth department is recorded or is recording huge achievements these days because in various communities of Biafran land, in the Joland, they are spreading. They are having all the tutors in all the local government in the Niger region and in the southeast region of Biafran land. Let us quickly give up to children. Please don't stay tuned and stay blessed. Don't worry.
Yeah, the Biafran studio, we cannot see that very documentary because I don't think we can see that documentary because we are not live connected with you but on Skype. Alright. I thought this was not coming. Chinedu, are you there? Hello, are you still there? I don't hear him again at all. I don't know if he's still online. Okay, I don't think he's still online now. We have to. Are you still with him, Valentine?
No, I can't hear him any longer.
But you still see him? You don't see him? Okay.
No, I can't see him. Just a still picture, but no movement.
Okay. That means our brother, they are now on a documentary series on their own side, so we have to carry on. We have to carry on now with the studio here. Maybe he is going to join us after they finish the documentary anyway. So it's all about the movement of Biafra and how best, and whatever someone feels or whatever someone knows, to be able to relate it with us, informations, and to be able to give advice where we see things are going wrong. We at least with some kind of ideas, we point our hands.
Okay, I'm seeing the documentary.
You are seeing it?
Yes.
Through your own distance?
Yes.
Yeah, we cannot. I don't know why my machine here is not seeing that documentary.
It's quite it's quite interesting, to be honest. It's almost like a lecture.
Yeah.
With so many youths.
Okay, I will see what I'm going to do now to let our people see it from this side too. But the only thing there now is that I don't have.
International human rights law lays down obligations of government.
I think you've got it them now, yeah?
There are things that government must do to ensure that your rights and my rights are protected. You are not making them to do it. It is enshrined in the word, in the law. Where our rights are violated, do it every day. And we are what? You understand that too? Now, even if you should that the same of security action facilities the enjoyment of human rights and the individual level, while we are entitled to our human rights, we should also respect the human rights of others, indigenous people. Now, we will not go into that much. Then we quickly go down to some of the provisions of the fundamental human rights. Take away the right is an act of the court or declaration by God when you committed an offense. About the contraction of God and we still argue with respect to our fundamental
Irgendjemand in dieser Stadt wird sterben.
Nicht schießen, heute ist Sexabend. Das ist der fieseste Revolt.
Sorry there, that is a verbal advertisement. It will soon be over, then we'll come back again live for you there. We're sorry for that little break in transmission from the biafran studio.
They all started in their 20s. You have to check your profile. They all started in what? In their 20s. And since then till today, they are still the same people doing the same thing, the business of exploitation. So today, solve the problem. Nobody is agitating you to go out there to start protesting. The greatest protest you can do is to tell other people to understand the conspiracy that has been conspired against us. As youths, we say we are leaders of tomorrow. I will now ask them, is it tomorrow rich and die in their silence? But it is not over. It is left for me to do what? Take on this mandate. Join me in our right initiative. On our Facebook page, we do a lot on the internet. Most of the agitations that has happened all over the world, that is one of the latest on the internet. So the obligation that they have for you and I, they have stolen from it from people. And they make us stay through our nose. Our parents will send us to school. Some of us will send their clothes, their jewelry, and all that to make sure that they go to school. Even that school, they don't allow us to go attend. They will tell us they are striving for this or they are striving for that. And you sit back at home for 6 months, 7 months, 9 months, 1 year. While we are paying for it. It is not even for me. I don't everybody sit back. It is too bad. It has become to us hopeless, near hopelessness, but it is not impossible to reverse. Only if you can do what? Decide. In your own little corner, tell your friends, it is high time we pursue a positive change. If our environment becomes good, this is the maximum prison. Look at it, every abundant word proof. Because of this is good. Just it is too bad. When that time I went my dad was telling me that they are announcing that they should now pay up a contribution for the new transformer. The same public utility that they brought to nothing and they dash it to someone in their own cake, and we are still paying to buy a transformer. They told us that never property is government property. We got the money that we will use. I will not take my breakfast because my father wants to pay for the transformer. We will pay for transformer, we will hang it, we will say it is from the government. Now government will turn their back and dash it out to themselves and expect us, when that transformer goes wrong, we will go and buy another one and give to them. Is that not scary? That is what we want to do to restore. We pay for our school fees. Most of us here, some of us will be in their what? On strike. But that money have been paid. The school fees. How many of you guys are deciding on training question from government? Yes, you are sitting back at home. And they are allocating billions every year for our education. The lecturers will sit back, they will collect. Is it really they started collecting money and going on strike? No. Has it actually anything? No. Even as they are planning to go back on strike again. And that's all. They are not even giving you of
there, ladies and gentlemen, is a cut from, I think the video has not yet finished, but maybe it is, I don't know, but we're trying to see what is happening there from they are still live, but we can't get any pictures. Yeah. Valentine, can you confirm you are seeing it? You are seeing it there?
No, the pictures have suddenly not.
Yes.
The audio voice is coming on and off.
Yeah, the audio is not. But all the same, it's a very wonderful effort there being put in by our brother there to show the whole world what the effort is all about and what how far they are digging in everywhere to make sure that they get our people on the ground sensitized and ready for this.
What impressed me the more is seeing the young people very attentive.
Yes.
They never even moved their eyes away from Chinedu. They were completely focused on him and what he was saying. The message was getting to them, and a wonderful work, a wonderful job. This is exactly what I am interested in.
Yes, and that is what we are supposed to be pursuing right from time.
Honestly, this is it. Because they are the ones that will actually enjoy this nation. They are the ones that this is being done for. And, you know, Chinedu and those there are doing a wonderful job. I must commend them.
They are doing really wonderful job. They are doing really wonderful job. It's unfortunate that there is no more, we don't have any picture anymore, but all of us have seen what a wonderful work, a wonderful job that is going on back home. It is important for us to know that our own duty is to join the train.
That we are still Nigerian citizens, but our indigenous identity can never change. We are biafrans. And that is why we will stop at nothing until our freedom is restored, until our identity is restored. We are Biafran people. Because of time, we will dabble into the legal department immediately with regards to the court process. We are not going to take more than 3 minutes.
Yeah, that is off there. Somebody is calling here, please. Let me take the call. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening. You are welcome to BVI International Europe. Please introduce yourself for the benefit of our audience, and you can carry on with any submission you wish to make.
Yeah, this is Nabike from London.
Thank you very much, Nabike. Go on.
Yeah, you people are doing a great work. I just watched this video that just showed their effort in Biafra land.
Yes.
That is very, very great.
Thank you.
In fact, you see, that is the battleground. This is where people are supposed to be doing the major work. You know? I know that everybody is trying, but in Biafra land is where the major job is. That thing Chinedu is doing is where to get the main people that will take this message to all the nooks and crannies of Biafra land. They are doing a very great job, a very, very great job. I don't know if Stephen Ekpa is still off the line.
No, Stephen has gone out a long time.
Okay, because he has been there. I didn't hear him announce the meeting, the London meeting. And he was the person that also posted it on Facebook. He didn't announce it to tell people the address. Since we have his
more people will hear the information, even down Facebook.
Yeah.
So if I had address, I would have done that. I don't know. Probably he will watch this thing and maybe come back and announce it and tell the whole world where our meeting will hold in London.
I'm trying to get back to him, but I don't have any response. I'm calling him at the moment, but there's no response yet. Maybe he's listening and he will come back.
Yeah, to tell the whole world, so that because there are a lot of people that will hear the information through our television here.
Yeah.
And they will be able to come to the meeting on Saturday. Or let them go to our Facebook page and check the address and every information available. But in case if he comes back, he got the address and all those things, he can announce it and so that a lot of people will hear it.
Yeah.
You people are doing a very great job. Like what someone said about the so-called atonement these people are doing. You see, creating event is good. Creating event helps to unite people. But if we must create event, let it be event that is original. This miseducation about Igbo people being Jews,
yes,
we have to desist from that.
Yes.
Because I don't know. People have to understand that history is also a political project.
Yes.
So some of these people that left, they wrote to history and say, oh, Igbo people are Jews, Igbo people are Jews. And because of inferiority complex, many people think that Jews are more special than them.
Yes.
So let us lead themselves to Jews. So because the Jews are doing atonement in October, this biafran group said, okay, let us do atonement. Atonement for what? If you want to create an event, create event that is original. You can go back to our history and what our ancestors practiced. If you want to create an event, it's a holy day in Igbo, in ancient Igbo land. It's the day of creation. You can say, okay, let us choose a kuku and make it our own holy day. Every kuku, everybody will pray in any way you feel like. Not to copy the Jews, copy the Israelis and say, oh, we are now Jews, we are Jews. Because you believe they are blessed people. Yes, no, but every human being is blessed.
Yes.
Every race is blessed because God created everyone. There's no group of people that is more blessed than
other people. You have to attain that height. If you want to be more blessed than any other person, it's your hard work on how spiritual you become. Go on.
God bless every group equally because God created everyone.
Yes.
If you believe that your group is more blessed than other group, that means you're a bigot. That is bigotry.
Yes.
And that is what leads to extremism in religion. That is why you see these people in ISIS causing people to
hey, because they believe they are the best, they are the most righteous.
Yes, they believe they are the righteous one, other people should be killed.
Yes.
And when they kill those people, that God will bless them the more. You understand? So this kind of brainwashing, miseducation we have to.
It's very, very bad. That's why I put on that very topic online here, because I heard it today. How there was a link sent now for people to go and watch it, and I watched the link. There was nothing about Igbo. They were talking mostly about Congo. They talk about Yaoundé in Cameroon. They talk now about South Africa. Then the only place they mentioned Igbo was when they compared language. They said, let's talk about the language. They pick Yoruba and Igbo. Then they make some comparisons, and these comparisons is just fake comparisons where you turn Jewish spellings, you turn it to being, if they say anything coming close to Yaoundé, Yahuha, you call it Yaoundé. Anything coming close to something, you translate it to what you want it to be. That film I saw was a compilation of somebody who used it for his own reasons, why he did it at the time he did it. Most of those things are just junk people throw all about the net. For one political or religious reason, for one thing, it wasn't done for, especially for Biafra. There was nothing concerning Biafra. There was nothing at all in it that concerned. But
sometimes history can help people, and that history can mislead people. And one of the things that the Westerners used to destroy Africa when they came was history. They had to rewrite the history of our people to misdirect them.
Yes.
So it was one of those people, I think it was Elizabeth Echiche that started that nonsense that Igbo people are used. But we have had a lot of historical and archaeological evidence. There was this site in Okigwe, I can't remember the name of that community, where they excavated and they found out that people have been living there for the past 200,000 years.
Oh.
You understand?
Yes.
People have been, archaeologists went to that place. I can't remember. Maybe when I have to, I go and check this. Archaeologists excavated a site there. I can't remember the name of that village. And they found out that people have been living in that part of the world in the past 200,000 years. So this idea that the Jewish race is not even up to 5,000 years. So I don't know how people, I believe if you know your history, you will know that people, whenever someone say you are a Jew, it means that person wants to drag you backward. Jews supposed to be blaming the Igbo people. You understand?
Yeah.
Not we, because we have been existing for a long time, historically. So when people, because of inferiority complex, they say, okay, these people are, it's the same thing people in the Fulanese do. Oh, they say, oh, the Arab, because their own Quran have told them that Arabs are blessed. While our own Bible have said that the Jews are the blessed people of God.
Yes.
You understand? The people don't understand that some of these books they give to are just history books.
And at the same time, the people who are believing these things that come out from the Bible, still sometimes they condemn the Bible completely and say they believe in Chukwu Abiyama. They don't believe in all those kind of borrowed, that is white man came up with that. At the same time too, when you see where it's a little bit favorable, you dive to it. That means somebody being completely confused. That's what I think about it.
I understand. You see, personally, I was a practicing Messiah Jew for over 12 years. Right from when I was in Nigeria. You understand? Right from when I was in Nigeria, that was part of the Yahweh People Assembly. Before I came to London, we started one of the people that started BM Maccabee Synagogue here. It was after so many times that I started deliberating, I started noticing certain things. And I started asking myself questions. Judaism is a Jewish tradition. Islam is an Arab tradition.
Yeah.
Christianity came from the
Englishmen.
What happened to African tradition?
Yes.
That was where I started. No. It was during the feast, this particular feast these people are trying to celebrate 4 years ago, the same feast of Passover, where I was reading Exodus and all those things. Now I found out that the very story of Pharaoh and the people of Israel was a bit racist. That it was a story of two races. And that we, the African people, have been misled into thinking that we are those Jews passed through the Red Sea. But the author of that particular book didn't put us in that place. We are the Egyptians. Because when they wrote that particular book, there was nothing like Egypt. What existed then, Egypt as a name was a later thing. What they put there was Kemet. And Kemet is not just Egypt. Kemet represents the black race. Now, when I found out that when they wrote that book, it was about Kemet and the Jewish race. And Kemet is black. It represents just like where you derive chemistry. Chemistry means black science. Now, I found out that that particular Exodus, that particular story, was a story, a fight between black people and the Caucasian race. Now, when I found that issue, I said, because it's very good to be critical-minded whenever you are reading something. If you allow emotion and other things to influence your reasoning, you will continue to be in a particular place without knowing that you are not at the right place. That was when I started battling with this. I called my rabbi that and discussed this issue. Discuss it. After some time, I wrote a letter to them that I wasn't going to be part of it. That was when I stopped. I started praying to God directly myself. pacemaker to worship God, that means you have abandoned their own. But I don't care how people worship their God. It's none of my business. The most important thing in this struggle is Biafra.
Yes.
So if you want to be a Christian, if you're a Christian, be a Christian. If you want to be a Muslim, anything you do, that is your business. So let us work and get Biafra instead of miseducating and misleading people. If we want something that is original, let us go back to our tradition. Forget about this year atonement. Atonement is Jewish. We are not Jews. We are not Jews. Full and short.
Yeah, it's
going to be Igbo people.
Yes.
You understand?
That is people confusing themselves.
We are Jews. In fact, I went to Jerusalem and prayed. Why would you go to Jerusalem? Because you believe that place is holy. That is inferiority complex. You want to go and meet you where God is because you believe people have told you that God lives in that place, and you believe it.
Yes, and after all, you come and say to you are direct descendant of God in your own place. You don't have any place.
Why did you go to Jerusalem to pray?
Yes, you know, confusion. I don't know. Is somebody not being? I don't know. Anyway, that is just to educate our people to make them know what they should follow. Nobody will tell you your own God. You have to identify your God by way of your spirit.
It's personal.
Yes.
There's no relationship.
Go to your rooms and pray and ask the Holy Spirit to bring God closer to you, and He will do that. Then you have the same truth.
You see, the way God works with you is different from the way He works with me.
Yeah.
I cannot follow you because God let different people. If the person that manufactured the television abandoned his duty and started carrying Bible and Quran and preaching around, we will not have television today.
Yes.
He followed his own destiny and what God brought him here to do. The same with people that made computer, people that made phones, people that made aeroplane, people that invented different things. They came here for that purpose. So every human being must discover his own purpose on earth. That is the discover your own purpose and how you work with your God. That is what I believe in.
Yes.
So Chinedu and his group in Nigeria, in the Biafra land, they are doing great job. That is where the job is. I wrote something on Facebook today and said, those people who are instigating war in Biafra land, who holds foreign passports, some of them are British citizens, some of them are Canadian citizens, some of them are American citizens, some of them even German citizens where you are. They said they want war. I wrote something, I said, if they want war in Biafra land, they should renounce their foreign citizenship and go back home and fight.
Yes.
You cannot be holding foreign passports and telling people who do not have 3 square meals that they should fight. When the fight starts, you run to Britain, run back to Canada, run back to America, and those governments will protect you because you are their citizens.
Yes.
If anything happened to any of them, if you're a British citizen now, you travel to Nigeria, police arrest you. Your lawyer can write to British Embassy in Nigeria. British Embassy can tell you, send their lawyer to help you out.
I go die. Let's go and die. Let's go and die. When they start now, they will not want to die. Even our master who we respect today, who is even Ojukwu himself. You know how he promised them that he will fight to his last blood. But when he reached, the answer today, no matter how you look at it, is that he ran away, and they left them. Then he came back. He did not die for the war. For if you want to, in aspect, we respect him very well. But what is for me a complete hero is either you die for that cause or you achieve that cause. Either of these things he did not do. So. There is no circumstance. That circumstance is not for me. It doesn't count because there is no circumstance. If you want to be there, and either you die for it or you get it. That's what makes you. There's no other circumstance.
One thing you have to understand: if he had remained,
yes,
maybe 2 more million people would have also died.
If he have gone away and formed a government in exile, then he could have done a good thing. He went away and forgot about the whole thing.
No. That's not true.
Okay, what is true? He had a government abroad.
We have to understand that before he left, Biafra have already been defeated. We also have to understand that Timothy didn't declare war. he didn't declare war. He went to, first he asked for a plebiscite. The people rejected it. He went to Aburi and signed an agreement, came back peacefully. So he didn't want to go to war. And the people that signed this Aburi, the Nigerian government, refused to honor the agreement they signed. You understand? So Biafra had to defend itself. Not that they were going to declare war. No. The people we are killing. So Biafra people were not even prepared. Nobody, even military politicians, we are surprised that Biafra could sustain that war more than 3 months. Not to talk of almost 3 years. Because Biafra was not prepared, they didn't envisage such thing. So when they found out that him staying here could cost more lives, the same people that told him to declare the Republic of Biafra, the Eastern House of Assembly, and the so-called advisory committee council, now told him to leave to save more lives. You understand? Because if he had stayed back, up to 3-4 more millions would have been killed. I don't believe that he abandoned. He did it.
Hello, comrade.
Yeah.
Comrade, I don't know if I can come in.
Yeah, you can say something. Go on.
Hello, Nabike, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
I'm happy to hear your voice as well. And you're joining in. It's important that these things are sorted whenever. I agree with your submission that in the first place we have to understand that we didn't have a standing army. We are part of Nigeria in its totality, until they started hacking us down and killing our people without any recourse to our rights and our human rights. The killing continued, and this brave young man decided that if you can cross over across the bridge, as the governor of Eastern Nigeria, I would be able to at least protect your lives, since I cannot protect your lives in the other regions. And we have to understand that then it was regions that we had autonomy. The Western region were not ready to guarantee the protection of the lives of Biafrans in the Western region. The Northern region couldn't do that, and Gowon had no answer. He was a lame dog, and the killing continued. And he said, if you cross over to this end and this side, I can at least guarantee that nobody will come here and hack you down. Our people heeded to that very advice and started coming down back in droves, in its thousands and then millions. He, with the mega resource, not preparing for this coming home of people in that number, still continued to rehabilitate those that were coming back. And what happened? Instead of Gowon and the federal government to say, okay, listen, what have we done? Our brothers have left our other areas and gone back to their place. What have we done to come to this level? Nobody saw anything wrong in the killing. Nobody saw the fact that their country now, their fellow countrymen, had run back to their own part of the country. Instead, what they did was to connive and declare an unjust war and came down to our own part. We didn't go to claim Abiyokuta. We did not go to claim Sokoto. We didn't go to claim Kantangora. Neither do we go to claim Ibadan. We only ran back to the places where we came from. Put in our Paibom, now present our Paibom or Ibibio territory or African territory or Ijo territory. Our people ran back to their different areas to go and seek refuge. These guys came down and left their own regions and came down using the federal army that we were part of. We funded from the fundings of tax paid from the Eastern region and used them to come into our own end, bombing, gassing and killing innocent children and defenseless women and children. We had no other option, because when you are pushed to the wall and you look and you don't have any other place to run to, we have already run down to our own part of the country. And they now came with bombs, and came with guns, and came with ammunition, dropping and killing in churches everywhere. And declared the idea was that in 3 months, according to Nnamdi, that they were going to crush us. But the first question will be, what did we do? What did we do to deserve to be crushed? What? We did not commit any program. We didn't kill anyone. What did we do? Instead of them asking, what happened to make our brothers run away from the different areas? Nobody asked that. Up to today, nobody wants to ask it. They went on and slaughtered innocent people in their prime age. They rendered us, they turned us into animals. They hacked us down. And at the end of the whole thing, they deprived us and took everything we had and gave our people 20 pounds. What is 20 pounds? When I came here the first day I saw 20 pounds. The first thing I remembered, this is how much they give our people. Now, how much can 20 pounds buy? Comrade, what you put 20 pounds, if you don't take time, only one item will take 20 pounds. One item from the shop, your 20 pounds is gone. This is what they give our forefathers. Everything you see that our people own today, that was how we had it, 20 pounds. Whether you had 1 million, whether you had 1,000, they took everything. They stripped us naked. And not quite long after they ended the war, they started privatization. They started selling shares of the things we communally owned together. Knowing that they only gave us 20 pounds. What will you use 20 pounds to buy? To buy shares in Coca-Cola? Are you going to use 20 pounds to buy shares in Liver Brothers? Are you going to use 20 pounds to buy shares in, is it Ajib or is it Mobil or Total? They rendered our people business and they took everything we jointly owned and bought it for themselves. That is why up to today you go to the southeast and the south part of South Town, it still looks like a place that is under sanction. The only businesses you see are one-man business that was built from the ground with only 20 pounds. That is why we have shops and there is no multinational that makes sense. And up to today they are subjugating us. They have not let go. So that's just what I want to add. Our quest to restore our homeland is legitimate. The problem is that we left a gap for too long. And most of our brothers now assimilated the bad habits and now began to see money as everything. But I know they say whenever you wake up, that is when your money is. And I think our people have woken up and we're going to take our destiny into our hands. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our brother there from London. Please, thank you. You are welcomed.
Yeah, that's a very good
speech there.
summary of the whole thing. He just gave the brief, just nutshell what happened during that period, because people didn't expect war. The Biafran people didn't expect war. They didn't know that the Hausa Fulanis were planning war. We are planning to kill. Though the excuse they gave, there are people that are supporting that because of what they called Igbo Q, that is linked to the killing of Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa. But the question is this: when they killed them, did they kill innocent civilians?
No, because we are finally sorry there. Please, I had to cut you. You have to give a closing remark because we have finally come to the end of the program tonight. We are running to midnight. We have overstretched the border, so.
You people are 1 hour ahead of us, right?
Yes. So.
Okay. Well, I want to thank all the Biafran all over the world. Thank you people that are doing this great job. Chinedu, you, Stephen, everybody that have contributed towards this journey. Thank them very well. And call on all Biafran people all over the world to support can get Biafra, that we will be able to get the Biafra that will satisfy all of us. That is my submission this night, and good night. And good night, my comrade
Valentine.
And the man. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night and have a wonderful night. May the Lord be with you all the days of your life. Brothers and sisters, I give you over now to our brother too in London there, our brother Comrade Valentine Osuala, who is there too, to please give us an closing remark for this very night.
Yes, thank you, Comrade Emmanuel Wachuku. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I want to thank you especially for the wonderful work you're doing from Hanover, Germany, coordinating. You're doing a wonderful job. I also want to thank Chinedu Peters in Biafra land. He's doing a wonderful job.
Really wonderful
I hope
job.
that Asuzu would continue to, from time to time, give us some snippets, as he did today, of the work he is doing. He should send you and upload some of these videos to you, so that you can show some of the work he is doing. I am so impressed. I am happy. I will go to bed today very happy, because I know that on the ground, my junior brothers and sisters are getting the message the way I'm getting it. All inclusiveness will get Biafra. God bless all Biafra wherever you're listening. And please don't forget to make it that date with us tomorrow. And until tomorrow, God bless you and God bless Biafra. Thank you and bye-bye now.
Thank you very much. Thank you, brothers and sisters. We have finally come to the end of this very program tonight, and that was our brother there, Comrade Valentine Osuala from the UK there also. We thank each and every one of you who have been supportive this very night to make this very program a success, and we hope you'll be with us again tomorrow to always continue to make it more and more successful. It is your wish that we do this, and that is why we're going to continue. You all are aware of this night being such a wonderful night because you saw what our brothers and sisters are doing right there back home. Chinedu, our comrade back home there, is doing really wonderful work with our other brother Ndubisi to Vicent, who is giving him all the assistance he needs, with the Supreme Council of Elders, all the whole departments on the floor there back home. We thank them all for the job they are doing. I hope that we are having evidence of what and how far we are moving. It is good for us to be informed like this. This is the kind of job we intend to be doing and want to be doing. We want to take a last call now so that my brother will say his own good night speech. He was here with us on the program, so he has to say bye to each and every one of you there watching. This is our brother from United States, Onyeka. We have finally come to the end of the show, like you can see now, and I hope you are here to give a closing remark to thank your people for helping us and to being with us, supporting us in all we are doing. Please, you go on now and salute your humble people.
Yeah, thank you all, fellow Biafrans. It's been a wonderful broadcast for today, and I appreciate all of you who joined us today. I wish you all sleep tight for today, and hoping you guys join us tomorrow again. Thank you all for joining, and have a good night sleep wherever you are. For those who are having days, I wish you all the best. Thank you for today.
Thank you very much. That was our brother there. He is very happy of what is happening. Like every other person, we are very happy for what is happening, the wonderful jobs going on, and the wonderful understanding there to know that we have to come together as one and do this job together. We will not hesitate also to remind you about the meeting in Spain is for real, 24th, 25th, and 26th. Please, you get ready, inform others, make everybody available, and push people towards coming to this meeting so that we can actually unite ourselves as to move forward. This night, I am thanking you all and pray that God Almighty be with you all wherever you might be and whatever you are doing from this very day as you sleep. May the Spirit of the Lord Almighty be with you, guide and protect you in all your works and doing. I salute you all and I'm going to do a repeat broadcast of this although we're having problems this time with our machines. I don't know why I cannot play repeat broadcast, but I'm still going to try to see if I put it up this night. I'm going to talk with our service providers about this, why it's not possible for me to play repeat broadcast anymore. They are jumping anytime I put them, they keep repeating themselves, which is very bad. So brothers and sisters, I'm going to try as much as I do before also to see if I put it back, so that people who are just joining the program right now can come again, can watch it again from the start. People who started from the middle, people who would like to watch it again, people who are just waking up, no matter wherever you are, we are going to play it till the next day breaks. So brothers and sisters, you sit back now. I'm going to lose the transmission now for about 2 minutes to try to connect to the previous, that is this very program that is ending, that is going to become previous in the next 1 minute after I close it up. You bear with me and stay put to be able to go along with us by watching this very program. It's wonderful. You are going to take in so many important informations, like things that are happening on the ground, recorded, videoed and recorded and packeted, sent to us here, which we watched, and we are very happy. That makes us sleep very nicely today. So for now, I say good night and God bless.